Yo. Analytics off the chain, other channels not the same. Jake and Kyle, you know the name. Headliner Nation, we running the game. I'm a headliner.
What is going on, Headliner Nation? Jake, Fantasy Headliners. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there today. We're talking about our top 20 quarterbacks and our top 40 running backs here for Week 6 fantasy football. Before we get into those rankings, though, just like every single Thursday on this show, I have something to give away. Now, if you've been watching our tailgate episode on every single Friday, I open up a mystery box from Pristine Auction. One of those items in those boxes I give away on this show every single week. This week, we're giving away a signed Aaron Jones Green Bay Packers jersey. You can see the signature right there on the bottom. Certificate of authenticity in the bag as well. How do you enter in to have a chance at winning that jersey, which I will announce tomorrow? It's easy. Hit the like button, leave a comment down below, let me know you're interested, and make sure you have an account set up at pristineauction.com. Link down below in the description. You make sure you use that Headliners promo code when you sign up. We're going to send you a $10 off coupon, and it's absolutely free to enter, so make sure you do those steps. Get entered in to win that pretty sweet jersey. Going to announce that winner in the tailgate episode here this week, but now is the time. We're going to dive right into Week 6. We're kicking it off with our quarterbacks and our top 20 of them here for this week. And number one may not be a surprise. It's Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills, a matchup going up against the Tennessee Titans. A great matchup for Josh Allen, an offense that's firing on all cylinders, and he's out there hurdling people. So yeah, he should probably be number one. Number two, then, Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs, going up against the Washington football team, a Washington football team defense that has underwhelmed all year long. Patrick Mahomes having a quote-unquote down year so far, still scoring you 20 points a week. Got him at number two. Number three, Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens, playing out of his mind right now in a matchup going up against the Los Angeles Chargers. Could be a great back-and-forth matchup between him and Justin Herbert. Got Lamar sitting right here at number three. Number four, Kyler Murray, Arizona Cardinals. He's going to beat you with his arm. He's going to beat you with his feet. And now he's got a matchup going up against the Cleveland Browns. May not be able to find a whole lot of opportunity on the ground, but I do expect him to take advantage of the secondary here and get the ball down the field early and often in this game. Got Kyler Murray at number four. Number five, Tom Brady, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, playing Thursday Night Football, going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. Still no Rob Gronkowski, but that's okay. He's got Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and a slew of other weapons in that offense to continue to go out there and put up huge numbers. I'm not overly worried about the thumb injury. He played through it most of the game last week, and let's be real, Tom Brady out there, on social media, ready to go, ready to play. He's going to be fine this week. Got him at number five. Number six, Matthew Stafford, Los Angeles Rams, going up against the New York Football Giants here. And Matthew Stafford continues to go out on a weekly basis and find a weapon to absolutely annihilate opponents with. Last week it was Bobby Trees. Mr. Robert Woods is it back to Cooper Kupp this week. Regardless, plenty of options in that offense. Got him at number six. On to seven is Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys, a matchup going up against the New England Patriots. Not a great New England Patriots team, right? Overall, anyway, they're kind of hit and miss on a weekly basis. You never know which team is going to show up, but what you can expect is for Dak Prescott to go out there, throw close to 300 yards and 3 touchdowns on a weekly basis, and that's why I still got him sitting right here at number seven. Number eight, Justin Herbert, because you better believe right now I'm feeling a little bit fancy in that matchup against Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Herbert is on an absolute tear right now, and he's really not even having to utilize the likes of a Keenan Allen. If they can figure out how to get him going in this offense as well, the ceiling gets even higher. Got Herbert at number eight. Number nine, Joe Burrow, Cincinnati Bengals, with a great matchup for him going up against the Detroit Lions, and apparently his throat contusion or whatever it was is good to go. He's a full practice participant. We know he's got T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and that connection with Jamar Chase is absolutely beautiful. Plus, running game a little bit banged up, right? No Samaje Perine. Joe Mixon still limited in practice. Maybe they air it out a little bit more this week. Got Joe Burrow number nine. Number 10, Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia Eagles, with that Thursday night matchup going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a Tampa Bay defense which is easier to throw on than it is to run on. And that's why I don't have Jalen Hurts any higher, because he's really struggled consistently moving the ball deep down the field to the likes of a Devontae Smith or a Jalen Reagor. It's just been a struggle, been very hit or miss, really relying on garbage points. But for right now, I've got Jalen Hurts at number 10. On to 11, then it's Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers going out to Chicago to face the Bears. Aaron Rodgers' ceiling has been a little bit lower this year. We talked about that in the start-sit video. However, it's still a super safe floor. He's going out and getting you 18 to 20 points a week. The touchdown upside is there, and nobody can stop Devontae Adams, so got him at number 11. On number 12, Taylor Heineke, Washington football team. This may be a little bit of a surprise for some people, but in a matchup going up against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, who I expect to be able to score on this Washington defense, Taylor Heineke would be in line for throwing all 4 quarters, and I'll take those garbage points. I got him at number 12. Number 13, Sam Darnold, Carolina Panthers, going up against the Minnesota Vikings. CMC back and limited in practice. Do we see him on the field this weekend? Sam Darnold coming off of his worst performance of the entire year this past week. Can he bounce back this week against Minnesota? Got him at 13. 14, his opponent in that game, it's Kirk Cousins, Minnesota Vikings, going up against that very difficult defense in Carolina. Also, Dalvin Cook, back and limited at practice. Do we see him on the field? Because that really raises the ceiling of really both of these quarterbacks, right? The checkdowns to these guys that can turn into big plays really pad quarterback stats. But for right now, I've got Kirk Cousins at 14. 15, Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville Jaguars, going up against the Miami Dolphins, which is a great matchup. Do I love that it's in London? No, but this game could get sloppy. Neither team really enjoys playing defense on a weekly basis, so Trevor Lawrence could be in line for some huge volume. Got him at 15. Number 16 is Teddy Bridgewater, Teddy Two Gloves there, Denver Broncos, going up against the Las Vegas Raiders. What can we expect from the Raiders team now here post John Gruden, right? That's kind of what we're waiting to see, is how does this team react afterwards? Well, Teddy B's been the model of consistency for the most part in this offense all season long. Got him sitting right here at 16. 17 is Ryan Tannehill, Tennessee Titans, going up against the Buffalo Bills. Not an ideal matchup whatsoever, but he does have Julio Jones back at practice, so that is definitely something that could help raise that floor this week. Got him at 17. 18 is Derek Carr, Las Vegas Raiders. How does he react to no John Gruden, right? We just mentioned this when we talked about Teddy Bridgewater of the Denver Broncos. It's going to be somewhat kind of wait and see, right? And that's why I don't have Derek Carr any higher. He could definitely outperform this ranking, but I got to see him in this new offense, this new coaching philosophy before I have that warm fuzzy on the inside. Got him at 18. 19 then is Carson Wentz, Indianapolis Colts, going up against the Houston Texans. A great matchup, but why do I not have him any higher? Well, honestly, I kind of expect Indianapolis to get a lead in this game and rely a little bit more down the stretch on Jonathan Taylor and their running backs, which is going to lower the ceiling for Carson Wentz. It does sound like T.Y. Hilton could be back at practice here this week, which is just another weapon that could hopefully help him move the ball down the field where he's not always trying to force it to just Michael Pittman. Could really help out the overall offense. Got Wentz at 19 here as of right now. And then number 20, Daniel Jones, New York Giants. He would be higher. He has yet to really clear concussion protocol, plus a lot of his weapons were still kind of up in the air and waiting to find out on, right? There's a chance that Darius Slayton comes back and Sterling Shepard and Kadarius Toney's, he's banged up as well. Kenny Golladay, a lot of banged up weapons, and we already know they're without Saquon Barkley. How do they really go into this weekend? That's what we need to wait and see. Daniel Jones could climb up higher here as we get closer to game time, but I really got to find out which of these weapons are going to be available. All right, those are my top 20 quarterbacks, and now we move on to the top 40 running backs, and I've continued the search for what to call this segment, right? For the longest time, it was the quick and dirty top 30 running backs, but now that it's 40, it just doesn't flow. For the last couple weeks, we've gotten a ton of submissions, a ton of ideas of what to call it, but honestly, I can't decide. Like, there's just too many to decide. It's hurting my head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compile a few of my favorites, and I'm going to put it out here on YouTube as a poll, and I'm going to let you guys vote on it here in the coming days. So make sure you look forward to that. If you have anything else that you can think of between now and then, throw it down below in the comment sections. But here we go. The top 40 running backs for Week 6 fantasy football. And number 1 is going to be King Henry still. Derrick Henry, Tennessee Titans. This is a super difficult matchup for him going up against the Buffalo Bills, but the volume is there. The passing game in Tennessee has been hit and miss with the banged up weapons. So Derrick Henry, that volume, that potential ceiling, I'm keeping him right here at number 1 despite the difficult matchup. Number 2, Zeke Elliott, Dallas Cowboys, going up against the New England Patriots. Zeke has looked like vintage Zeke as of late, running well. Yeah, sure, he's missing a few practices, but don't get overly alarmed just yet. On Sundays, the guy is looking great. Number 3, Austin Eckler, Los Angeles Chargers, going up against Baltimore. Austin Eckler is like a man on a mission this year, and all he is doing with every touch he gets is producing fantasy points. Take advantage of it while you can. I got him at number 3. Number 4, Jonathan Taylor, Indianapolis Colts, that great matchup against Houston. I mentioned this when we talked about Carson Wentz. Do they get a lead early and rely on Jonathan Taylor more down the stretch in a game that they should win against Houston? That's kind of what I'm seeing here this week, and that's why I got him at number 4. Number 5, Najee Harris, Pittsburgh Steelers. This guy is just getting absolutely peppered with targets and carries. I hope they don't wear him out down the stretch, because this guy is just putting up monster numbers as of right now, as honestly the best option in this entire offense right now. As of right this point, this guy is the safest option for them, especially with the struggles of Big Ben. I got him at number 5, going up against the Seattle Seahawks. Number 6, This is where I got Christian McCaffrey going up against Minnesota. He's still limited in practice. Is he a full go by the weekend? Matt Rule is kind of saying it's a 50-50 chance if he plays. Because of that, I've dropped him down a few spots. Honestly, I may drop him down a couple more based off of whatever news we get here in the next coming days. Kind of really want to play this one safe. I don't want to start Christian McCaffrey and have him go out there and get 5 touches and Chuba go get 20. So kind of playing it a little bit safe as of right now. We'll keep you updated heading into the weekend. Number 7, our autographed jersey guy that we're giving away, Aaron Jones, Green Bay Packers, going up against the Chicago Bears. Honestly, I would like to put Aaron Jones higher, but the usage of A.J. Dillon here as of late has me dropping him down a couple spots because it's just limiting the ceiling. The big plays, the touchdown upside, the pass catching ability still there for Aaron Jones. Got him at 7. Number 8, J-Rob. Love ourselves some J-Rob, Jacksonville Jaguars, going up against the lowly Miami Dolphins defense in another game in which James Robinson should not only be utilized on the ground, but through the air as well. Got him at number 8. Number 9, Nick Chubb, Cleveland Browns, going up against the Arizona Cardinals. And a lot of people are worried here earlier in the week that Nick Chubb is missing some practice. Don't worry, these are just some rest days to make sure they're fresh. They run the ball a lot in Cleveland. Got Nick Chubb still right here at number 9. Number 10, Antonio Gibson, Washington football team, going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. Gibson's touchdown upside on a weekly basis may be one of the highest in the NFL. The problem is he's just not seeing huge volume, so he needs those touchdowns. He's still getting them. That's why I got him right here at number 10 in a game against the Chiefs in which they're going to have to continue to put up points to keep pace. So that's why I'm going to keep him right here. Number 11 is Darrell Henderson, Los Angeles Rams, going up against the Giants. Henderson still the lead guy in this backfield, a lot more efficient than Sony Michel, involved in the passing game, and we know this offense is going to put him in position for those potential touchdown opportunities every single week. That's why I'm keeping him at 11. Number 12, Joe Mixon. I would have him higher, except as of right now, he's still limited in practice. I believe he should be fine heading into the weekend, but remember, no Samaje Perine out on the COVID reserve list, so Joe Mixon could see heavy volume this week in a great matchup against Detroit. Number 13 is DeAndre Swift, his opponent in that game, going up against the Cincinnati Bengals. DeAndre Swift should be a perennial top 6, top 8 running back on a weekly basis, but Dan Campbell doesn't want to use him until the fourth quarter of every game, so that's why we're dropping him down to number 13. Number 14, Dalvin Cook. He's still limited in practice, a very difficult matchup going up against Carolina. If Dalvin Cook is ruled good to go 100% by the weekend, he's going to find himself in that 7-8 range or so, because it is a difficult matchup, and I will not be surprised if they still sprinkle in a little Alexander Madison at times. Number 15 is Kareem Hunt and Cleveland Browns, going up against the Arizona Cardinals, and right now Hunt is playing absolutely amazing, and he's really benefiting from Nick Chubb doing the heavy lifting, and then he's capitalizing here on the touchdowns as of late. That's why I got Chubb at 15. 16, Myles Gaskin coming off his huge week 5, and now he gets a matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Are the pass catching weapons for Miami still banged up? If they are, we could see more targets going the way of Myles Gaskin. Got him at 16. 17, Leonard Fournette, the true leader in this backfield of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, going up against the Philadelphia Eagles Thursday Night Football. He would be even higher, but now with Gio Bernard back, taking some of that pass catching work, limits the ceiling slightly here. However, Leonard Fournette still the lead guy on the ground in an offense that gets lots of scoring opportunities. Got him at 17. 18 is Damian Williams, Chicago Bears, going up against the Green Bay Packers. He would be higher, honestly, but he's not 100% still limited in practice, and he's splitting touches with Khalil Herbert. The ceiling is still there. The pass catching work is there, and that's why I got him at 18. 19 is going to be Darrell Williams, right? No CEH in Kansas City, so it's going to be Darrell Williams going up against the Washington football team. Sure, Jerick McKinnon going to be involved, but Darrell Williams, somebody who's found success in this offense before, been relied on at times in this offense before, and I expect him to get the goal line carries. Got him at 19. 20, Josh Jacobs, Las Vegas Raiders, going up against a very difficult Denver defense, and Josh Jacobs would be higher, but he's just so inefficient, and he's really touchdown dependent at this time. And do they utilize Kenyon Drake a little bit more with no John Gruden? That's just something we need to wait and see. That's why Josh Jacobs dropped down a few spots to number 20. 21, Javonte Williams, his opponent in that game, Denver Broncos, going up against the Las Vegas Raiders. Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon basically in somewhat of a 50-50 split here, but Javonte Williams is the guy I have finding the end zone in week 6. Got him at 21. 22, Zach Moss, Buffalo Bills, basically a split here with Devin Singletary, but Moss still getting the PPR upside, plus the goal line carries in a matchup against Tennessee on Monday Night Football, in which he may get a couple scoring opportunities. That's why I got him at 22. 23 then is Devontae Booker, New York Giants, going up against the Los Angeles Rams. No Saquon Barkley, but what Devontae Booker really needs is healthy weapons on the outside so the boxes aren't stacked against him. Do we see a Darius Slayton, a Sterling Shepard, a Kenny Golladay come back healthy this week? That's what we need to wait and find out, because right now it's going to be an uphill battle for Devontae Booker. Got him at 23. 24, Melvin Gordon in that split with Javonte Williams in the Denver backfield going up against Las Vegas. These guys are both going to see right around 15 touches a week, and it keeps them in flex territory on a weekly basis. That's why I got them at 24. 25 then is Miles Sanders. A disappointment in this backfield for Philadelphia, but it's not because Miles Sanders isn't capable. When he's touching the football, he's doing great things with it. He's just not getting the volume. And in a difficult matchup going up against Tampa Bay in a game they may be trailing, do we see a little bit more Kenneth Gainwell this week? That's why I got Miles Sanders dropped down to 25. 26, James Conner, Arizona Cardinals, has the touchdown upside right now in this offense because Chase Edmonds not 100% healthy. Difficult matchup going up against Cleveland. Got him sitting at 26. 27, A.J. Dillon started to take over that Jamal Williams role that we've seen in years past in Green Bay, right? Now a matchup going up against Chicago. A.J. Dillon going to go out and get you right about 12 to 15 touches, and he's proved that he's capable of catching the ball out of the backfield. That's why I got him at 27. 28, Tony Pollard, Dallas Cowboys, going up against the New England Patriots. Pollard's been kind of hit or miss, and it's really because Zeke has been so great here as of late. If they can get a larger lead this week, maybe we see Tony Pollard a little bit more in the fourth quarter, raising that floor just a little bit. Got him at 28. 29, Damian Harris. He's fallen all the way down to 29. He's not 100% healthy, and he had another fumble in week 5. How does he really recover from that in a difficult matchup going up against Dallas? Do we really trust Bill Belichick? A lot of question marks here. That's why I dropped him all the way down to 29. Number 30 then, Chase Edmonds, Arizona Cardinals. Can't really put him any higher until I find out whether or not he's truly healthy enough to be higher in these rankings. He's looked limited as of lately, hasn't looked as explosive the past couple weeks. I know he's dealing with multiple injuries, minor injuries. Can he play through them? Of course he can, but is he going to be as effective? As of right now, we haven't seen it, so I got him dropped down to number 30. Number 31 then, Jamal Williams, Detroit Lions, going up against the Cincinnati Bengals. Jamal Williams kind of hit or miss. His snap percentages are dropped down into like the 30% or so he's not seeing huge volume. However, in a matchup in which we still see DeAndre Swift showing up on injury reports, Jamal Williams is one of those guys, because Detroit can't commit to anything, apparently, that can still see decent touches on a weekly basis. That's why I got him at 31. 32, Alexander Mattison, because I'm not convinced yet that Dalvin Cook sees 100% of the snaps in this backfield, and Alexander Mattison has looked great. The problem is, very difficult matchup going up against Carolina, so I got him at 32. 33, Naheem Hines, Indianapolis Colts. Great matchup for him going up against the Houston Texans, but I can't put him any higher because each and every week his usage is all over the place, very inconsistent. Can't trust him. Got him at 33. 34 then, Khalil Herbert, Chicago Bears, rookie in the backfield there, going up against the Green Bay Packers. He's going to be splitting touches with Damian Harris. We know this, but he's not seeing the pass catching work, so that's why he's dropped down lower at 34. 35, Alex Collins, kind of just earmarked this right here because we really don't know what's going on in this backfield as of now. There's rumors that Chris Carson could play. Does he or not? We'll update it as we go into the weekend, but as of right now, in a difficult matchup against Pittsburgh, got Alex Collins at 35. 36, Latavius Murray, Baltimore Ravens. This backfield is an absolute mess, right? You got Latavius Murray, Tyson Williams, Devonta Freeman, a bunch of guys getting touches on a weekly basis, and plus Le'Veon Bell's just sitting over there, on the roster, just hanging out. Would you see him, off and on at times? There's just a lot of question marks, not committed to anybody, and right now Lamar Jackson's lighting it up through the air. So Latavius Murray dropped all the way down to 36. 37, Devin Singletary in that great matchup going up against the Tennessee Titans really doesn't have that upside from the pass catching portion or the touchdown upside as of right now because it's all Zach Moss. That's why Devin Singletary is at 37. 38, Kenneth Gainwell in a difficult matchup going up against Tampa Bay, right? It's easier to throw on Tampa Bay than it is to run on them. So maybe we see more pass catching opportunities for Kenneth Gainwell this weekend, and that's why I got him at 38. 39, Chuba. It's Chuba Hubbard, Carolina Panthers, going up against the Minnesota Vikings because we still do not know 100% about Christian McCaffrey as of right now, so I want to make sure we pay attention to that as well. Which takes us to number 40, last guy, J.D. McKissic, Washington football team, in a matchup going up against the Kansas City Chiefs, a game in which they're going to have to throw for all 4 quarters, and they're going to have to try to find different playmakers all throughout this game to keep pace with the Kansas City Chiefs. That's why J.D. McKissic sitting right here, number 40. All right, so there you have it, the top 20 quarterbacks and the top 40 running backs for Week 6 fantasy football. Don't forget, though, hit the like button, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're interested in the autographed Aaron Jones jersey that we have here, and just make sure you have that account set up at Pristine Auction. The link down below in the description. Use that promo code Headliners when you sign up so we can send you a $10 off coupon whenever you want to make your first purchase over there. But looking forward to doing that. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, a great weekend, and we'll talk to you later.